Pantherian, formerly Intimidator 305 and temporarily Project 305 for the 2024 season, is King's Dominion's absolutely insane Intamin Giga coaster. The coaster opened in 2010 as Intimidator 305, themed after the NASCAR legend Dale Earnhardt. It received rave reviews from coaster enthusiasts, but due to the ride's tendency to make riders gray out, or in some cases black out, during the first turn, it received a lot of negative press from the general public. In turn, King's Dominion called up Intamin to re-profile the first turn as well as add some trims, and they also put the new soft strap restraints on the train in place of the old hard ones, which was definitely helpful. It is an absolutely fantastic coaster, and in this review I'm going to break it all down. Starting off with the stats, Pantherian is 305 feet or 93 meters tall, shocker, goes 90 miles or 56 kilometers per hour, and has 5,100 feet or 1,554 meters of vibrant orange track that looks much brighter and better in person. Initially, when this was announced in October, I was a little skeptical about the orange track with black supports, just because it didn't really look that good in my eyes. Like, the color combo is just a little weird, especially for a Panther theme, but it looks fantastic in person. Moving on to the plaza, the first thing you'll notice is that they kept the checker flag pattern on the pavement from when the ride was Intimidator 305. But other than that, this plaza looks practically completely new. The Victory Lane gift shop has been repurposed into the Pantherian Research Center. There are panther statues all around the plaza with one in the center where the number 3 used to be. The entrance sign looks fantastic, as with other Jungle Expedition signs. The queue is the same, and so is the station, with no new theming. The only difference being that the handrails are tan now. Even the shades are the same. The trains are the same as they've ever been, and one thing I did notice is that the shoulder strap did seem a bit tighter than it used to, especially sitting on the brake run, but that's probably just because I've gotten a bit taller since my previous rides and it has nothing to do with the ride itself. Now let's get into the ride experience. When you dispatch, you'll notice that they replaced the world-renowned "Gentlemen, start your engine!" with a cat meow, some drums, and then a shout at the end, which I find pretty cool. Yes, it's not as good as Start Your Engines, but I really like it. After that, you go up the very fast lift hill and down the amazingly floaty 300-foot drop. Anyone who says this is a weak drop really needs a reality check. Okay, I get that it's probably not as good as Millennium Force or Fury 325, but it's still a good drop. On my first ride, first train of the day, back row, the drop was borderline brutal. I guess it is natural that the first ride of the day will get you the biggest stomach drop, but wow, that first ride was absolutely heavenly. After the drop, we get to the most infamous part of Pantherian, the first turn, aka Blackout Paradise. Now back when I rode this as Project 305, I only grayed out a little bit, only a little, not that much. Now I had hard gray out to every single ride. I don't think I blacked out, but I got pretty close. I was still conscious during all my rides, so it was probably just a very strong gray out, but still. Up next, the gigantic airtime hill. This hill gave me a massive dose of ejector airtime, and while it might not be as good as Twisted Timber's airtime, it's probably the second best airtime moment in the entire park behind the Twisted Timber's triple airtime hill special. After the big airtime hill, you swoop down and then snap up into an unbanked hill, which is very fun. Once you snap back to around 90 degrees, you go through a turnaround, which it's probably the weakest part of the ride, but it's still fun, it's still okay. And now we get to my favorite part of Pantherian, the snaps. These snaps just absolutely yeet you to the side. They are so aggressive that I was honestly caught off guard my first ride, because I hadn't ridden this thing in so long. I honestly forgot what most of the ride felt like, but holy cow, these snaps are heavenly. They are intense, fast transitions with a plethora of laterals and a quick pinch of ejector airtime as you go through each one. Up next is an unfortunately trimmed hill, followed by another hill, and then you get one more of those oh-so-good snaps, followed by the on-ride photo in the final turn. Which I do like the new frame. It is better than the Project 305 one, since the Project 305 one used B&M track and this one uses Intamin track. But yeah, overall it's a nice frame. I really dig it. Finally, there is one final snap into the brake run, and that's your ride. Overall, Pantherian is still my favorite roller coaster ever. It will probably never be topped. I mean, maybe Skill Vengeance or Velocicoaster or El Toro could is a very big word, could top it, but I highly doubt it. This ride is absolutely phenomenal. There is absolutely nothing flawed with this coaster, outside of the reliability and the fact that it was closed for almost a year. And it's just so good. So for a final score, I am giving Pantherian a 10 out of 10. A perfect score. This is the perfect roller coaster for me personally. And I am so glad that it's finally open. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and share the video for more content in the future. Also, before I go, I would just like to say really quickly, thank you all so much for helping me get to 100 subscribers. I think I broke the milestone while I was at King's Dominion, because I remember I wore my shirt with my YouTube channel on it for, shameless plug or advertising or whatever you want to call it. I guess it is technically shameless, but whatever. And after the park, I went back to the hotel and I checked my channel and I was over 100. I was at 101 and I was like, oh wow, that's a lot. So I'm officially over the 100 sub mark, and I just want to thank you guys, because if you would have asked me 10 years ago where I would have been right now, I would not have said having a YouTube channel with 100 subscribers. This is so insane. I even remember my 25 when I talked about having 25 subscribers on last year's trip announcement, and that felt insane to me too. So again, thank you all so much for subscribing to my channel. Thank you all for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'm thinking about doing something special for 100 subscribers. So check the communities tab. Something will be coming out very soon, and I'm sure you will enjoy it. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and goodbye.